What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys coming through. Get everything going here. Oh, I'm super excited for this stream because, as you guys can see, I have finally started the dynasty, man. Purdue is here. Chili, what's going on, man? Brandon, what's up? Scoob, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for taking the time, my friend. I like the new Discord changes. It's pretty sweet. Jonah, it's going good, man. How are you? How are you going? Yeah, Purdue Dynasty, guys. It is time. It is time. Finally here. I made the thumbnail a couple days ago. I got everything set up for the Dynasty pretty much last night, I think it was. And I was deciding on if I wanted to like do a video upload to start things off, or if we should just stream it. And I was like, you know what? Let's just stream it. Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see what's going on in Discord. I'm not gonna get 2K early access this year, but I'm definitely gonna make a my player on regular release, and I'll try to run with you a little bit more this year. We didn't really play much on 25. Fourth down, it's here. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. That is right. So, because I'm not doing the upload, I did go through and set up like my recruiting board and all that stuff. We're not going to go through and break all that down, but we are going to look at the roster a little bit and the depth chart, because I'm thinking about doing some depth chart stuff here, and I want your guys' opinions. So I'm not going to change anything at quarterback. Ryan Brown is going to be it. He's a sophomore. He's got they both have impact depth trait, but I like that he's 6'4", and he has the physical step up ability, which is going to be nice for us. At running back, depth chart wise, they're both seniors. So you've got our 281s overall. They're both seniors. He's the elusive bruiser, which so we're definitely going to put him in the short yard situations. I like where we're sitting at there. Fullback, there's not much going on there. We'll just kind of let it be. Wide receiver, this is where it's interesting, you guys. So check this out. We have our two seniors are 77 overalls. Actually, our three seniors, they're all seniors. Our three best receivers are 77 overalls, right? But then we look down at our freshman. He's a 75, playing up to 76. Like, he's a freshman. Would it make more sense to get not have him be fourth? We have our junior, who's got a star dev trait, and we got our sophomore, Nitro, who's a star dev trait. Wouldn't it make more sense to have these guys up above our seniors? Like, I get that they have some physical. Yo, King Judah, what's going on, man? Ron, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you coming through. Liam, I have it on the Purdue playbook as of right now. I haven't even thought about changing the playbook yet. I haven't even made it that far. I will show you guys what I have my coach set up as. But I'm thinking, see, I want to keep him. I want to have him. Look at his elusive route runner, and we have our speedster down here. Both these guys are speedsters and they're star dev traits. I'm thinking Michael Jackson needs to be our number one. That's just kind of how I'm thinking it. And we need to have our junior, he's a speedster. This is tough. They're both got star dev traits. They're both the same archetype. But he's got 94 acceleration, 92 speed. He's getting the bump right here. Lupus Warrior, what's going on, fam? Thank you for coming through the stream. Appreciate that. And then we got to have our freshman up here. That's where we got to go. I'm fairly certain. And then we'll have him be... I think that's how we're going to do it. Nitro Tuggle, dude, it's an unbelievable name. David, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. So I think that's how we're gonna. I was looking through this and I was like, man, wide receivers can be difficult. But if I'm thinking, yeah, Big Papa, we're finally getting started. I'm thinking if we're gonna think about the future, I got a sophomore and a freshman here. I need them on the field more. Tight end, you know, I have to start George. I have to start Georgie, right? He's got impact dev trait. Offensive line should be set for me. I don't have to worry about it. Edge, let's check this out. Edge, we're good there. Too bad it doesn't actually fix the game, but thanks for the hard work. I'm trying, bro. I think it's enough to make the game super enjoyable. Fourth down edits, that is in members early access, but the good news is the video is scheduled to go public tomorrow, so you do not have to wait that much longer. 305, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. Yes, the official slider video has been in members only since Sunday, and it goes public tomorrow. I believe I have it at 3 o'clock Central is when it's set to go. Everything looks good here. All we had to do on this, I just want to check out, like we have to put our sophomore over our senior here, yeah? At least there. That's the thing. Make sure we get our younger guys some time. See, this is tough. So, Manny Powell is a 75 senior. We have our 73 sophomore. This is a lurker versus a thumper. I feel like we're better off. Big Papa, I hope so, man. But the thing that I've already learned so quickly with college football 26 is this game. The experience versus CPU is so inconsistent. So for every single person that tells me that they're having the most amazing time with the sliders, I have someone tell me that these are just awful. Chase, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through, man. We're about to get some gameplay going. We're just setting up our lineup here because I finally started a dynasty, so this stuff matters to me now. Whereas before, I didn't care. Nothing to set up over there. We're good. Yep, we're clearly good there. We're good here. Florida Atlantic, nice. I've been seeing a lot of people thinking about doing Florida Atlantic. They seem very popular this year. I think we're gonna put Nitro back here returning kicks, man. 92 speed, 94 acceleration. Rico, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. We are getting the gameplay going here any minute, you guys. I just gotta set this up real quick. And again, I apologize. The reason I didn't get to set this up off stream is because up until about 30 minutes ago, I didn't know I was going to stream. I was debating bringing this to you guys in video format, like just an upload. I wasn't even thinking about live streaming it, but I was like, you know what? Let's do a live stream. So we're gonna do that there. Where's our power back? Yep, we got him. Malachi Thomas, he's already in there. I love that. Slot right receiver is gonna be this dude right here, our freshman. That stuff should all be set up. Our gadget guy is our halfback, though. I don't want our halfback as our gadget. We'll put that dude in there. That way we get better rotations. Yeah, mini gridiron. The update was just for stability issues. It didn't do anything to affect our gameplay, so we're gonna be good to go there. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing for my coach. Obviously, I created a coach. I picked the face that I thought best represented me. A little facial hair. You know, whatever. That's my coach. This is what I'm running to start. I'm keeping the offensive defensive playbook Purdue for now. I do really want to run a the 4-2-5, but I'm curious about the 3-2-6 a little bit. So I'm thinking about leaving it, although I do like the 4-2-5 a lot. Skidrow, Dynasty time for SGN finally. I know, man, and we got 8 days to enjoy Dynasty before Madden 26 releases, which I did tell my boss today I'm taking off the 7th. Something very important happened. I said I was waiting to see if it was going to be the 11th or the 7th. They announced it's going to be the 7th, so I'm taking the day off. So I will be doing an all-day stream for Madden 26, just like we did for this game on the 7th. So hopefully you guys are able to tune in on that. We're going to start building sliders right away. I am going to be rocking situational strategist to start off, and this is how I'm setting my offensive and defensive aggressiveness. This is 100% something I might change. I just was like, you know what? Let's just try to be a little bit aggressive. Let's see what the aggressiveness looks like in the play call suggestions. Otherwise, we have everything set up. My goal, I will show you my schedule because I did customize that real quick. My goal is to win 4 games. Does my boss know I stream? Yes. Yes. Yes, she does. I told her I had a YouTube channel, and I showed her. I actually showed her back in January. We were at a work conference. I showed her my channel and stuff like that, so she knows. So I customized my schedule just a little bit. Put in Liberty here. Ball State was already here. I left it in there, and then I put in Bowling Green instead of the FCS school. This was, I believe, Notre Dame, and I said, hell no. Hell no. Still tinkering with wear and tear a little bit? Yeah, I am too, man. I am too. Speaking of that, thank you for bringing that up, because that is one thing I need to adjust is the player reserve pools. So we're going to go in here. This is the wear and tear that I'm currently messing with. We're just going to put it up to 50. This is what I'm rucking for transfer, by the way, too. Based on feedback, I am going to increase the amount of transfers possible, but user player transfer chance 15. So Big Papa, just, you know, full disclosure, I have yet to take a sick day, but I work from home too. So even when I'm sick, I can still work, you know, like, and thankfully I haven't been so sick that I just can't get out of bed. Now, if I did ever have one of those days, I would do that. But because my work, you know, when I work from home, a lot of times, unless I'm out talking to customers and stuff, I just work on the computer. So, I mean, I don't really take a sick day. You know what I mean? I kind of do it. So, let's switch over our scene, get the screen nice and big. And let's dive in, man. I am excited. We're going to put Liberty in all whites, which they already are. Let's see what we got for uniforms here. This is our home. I got some different helmets, which is pretty dope. We got the all blacks. Another variation of all blacks. Ooh. Now, I'm not going to rock anything that's white this game, but what are you guys liking? We can do the black on gold, we can do the gold on gold, or we can do one of the versions of the all black. What are you guys feeling here? Yo, what's up, Zach? Thank you for coming to the stream. Appreciate that. I'm actually kind of feeling this one. You wish you had a boss that understands. Hey, I didn't say that I was... I mean, so it's a vacation day, right? Like, I don't have to say what the day off is for, but it's a vacation day. And I don't take vacation, like, at all. Like, you know, I took some vacation days for my birthday, and that was the last time I took vacation, other than when College Football 26 came out. All black with the gold face mask? What helmet is that? All gold. Oh wait, all black with the gold face mask. Hold on, what helmet is that? I like that we got a couple different helmets. That's pretty sweet. Oh, right here. Yeah. Blackout for night games. This is legit. And we got it in there. Let's do it. And I know I got a custom run out in this game, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited about that. I am excited to be with Purdue, man. This took me a while to figure this one out. Smokey, yeah, it's still true. And it's broken in the sense of it's all about the XP sliders, Smokey. Now, I did drop XP sliders to make the best of the situation. The video is more to highlight the issues that continue to plague XP-based progression in EA football games, and that they do not, unfortunately, don't test this stuff very well. And it's just to bring light to it. Now, College Football 26 does do a much better job than College Football 25, but there's still enough. There's still too many positions that have just weird issues. Let's bring this out. Yeah, the black unis are fire. Shout out for the gold face mask reclamation. That's sweet. Let's start things off with an RPO. You chose the situational strategist as well. I'm curious, man. I'm curious as to how it's going to look. I hope that I still get run games suggested to me. And I did have an option to run the ball there beginning, but I wanted to start with an RPO. Oh, cut it back up. No, we got hung up. 3rd and 3. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, we did so much testing on the balanced, but I just heard so much stuff from situational strategists that I liked. Oh, couldn't find him in time. I was staring down my running back on the angle and they manned up. That's on me. Shoot. Smokey, it's not that they don't deliver a complete game. It's just that, honestly, Dynasty is not their focus. They can say it is, but it's not. It's Ultimate Team and gameplay for the comp crowd. I mean, you think about it. How long was the game out based on early access before the comp crowd complained about interceptions and EA made a tweak? Nobody in the Dynasty scene was complaining about interceptions. And I think that because of that, they just don't get a lot of testing done in Dynasty. They don't think to test about how things function. Oh, I thought he was going to cut up the field there. Wow. They don't think to test maybe like how some of this stuff will be 4 or 5 years in, you know. It's all about the now, not about the, well, how's our Dynasty going to look 4 or 5 years into the future? How are players going to, you know... Oh my, whiffed a tackle there. All right, they're going to run down my throat. All right. Mini Gridiron, who said that? They're an idiot. But you know what it is, Mini? They're just hating, man, because they can't go down the path of manipulating auto subs for gameplay because everybody knows that started here. And then they're going to be just like, oh, you're just copying Simgamingnetwork, and they can't go that route. Because everyone's going to know. So they have to say that nonsense, man. Shady Mike, when did he say that, dude? I tune into his streams. That dude's a freaking clown, man. I'm just sorry. I try not to be mean, but he deletes. I've been on his stream trying to give comments, like not this year, but last year, trying to help him out with stuff. Deletes my comments. I responded to somebody else talking about auto subs on his stream the other night, and I responded to that person and I said, hey, where'd you get that information? And Shady doesn't respond to me, deletes my comment. Took a shot at me on Twitter. There's no love lost for that dude. This is the second set, Ed. Second set. Rico, you're 100% correct, but to be fair, they need to make their money, right? Like you have to look at it from both sides of the spectrum. You know, they have to make their money, and if they weren't gonna do a heavy focus on, let's say, Ultimate Team, right? If they were like, hey, we're gonna focus on Franchise Dynasty, Ultimate Team's gonna get put on the back burner, but to make up the revenue we're gonna lose because of that, the base game is gonna be $100. Wow, good run defense. Then what? Because the Dynasty crowd, they're just paying that $70 and that's it. EA's not seen another penny from them. Whereas you got the cut crowd, it's $70 for the game, or more than likely more than that for the deluxe, and then a lot more money through packs. So they have to earn that extra revenue. I threw that late. Oh, what a catch! Who caught that? Number 2, who caught that for me? Timeout. Gunnarsson, that's going to be tied to your player transfer pool. If everyone's leaving the lower rated schools to go to the higher rated schools, that is why. So you're going to notice, Gunnarsson, that all the lower schools are going to continue to drop, where all the top schools get better. And so after a couple years, you're not even going to have the mixed bag anymore. They're going to have all the bottom feeders, all the top teams, nothing in between. Oh, this is that Nitro dude. This is that Nitro dude with the sweet name, and he comes over and makes an awesome catch, man. Let's go. I want to get the run game going, though. Gotta get the run game going. They ran down my throat. Get outside. Yes. Hit that block. Cut a field. There we go. We'll take that. Yep, Ed, that was all part of testing, man. That's how testing goes. So that's why I have a membership program, Ed, is so that, like, when things are being tested, I'm not dropping stuff to the masses, right? Because things are changing all the time. I get it to my beta testers who, let's go big run. Not big run, but enough. And then as things change, as new things develop, then, you know, adjustments are made. That's 100% the reason why I do beta sliders for my members only and not drop it for the masses, Ed. Because imagine if I had dropped all of that for everybody. Quick. Ooh! They'd be like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Well, Gunnarsson, the point of rebuilding, you can still do it. You just need to change your transfer chance. If you're at the default 55, dude, that's the problem. You have to lower it. Don't have it at default 55. I'm on 15. I don't know if you saw. I put my transfer chance at 15. Oh, what a block! We'll take 6 yards there, y'all. Skidrow, situational strategist makes you earn your yards. That's okay, I'm fine with that. We're earning our yards, man. First drive, we didn't have much luck. Yo, Don, with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Don. So happy to have you here. Appreciate you taking the time, my friend. There we go. We're in field goal range now, boys. Yeah, Gunnarsson, definitely lower your that chance. Yo, what's up, Hollywood? Hey, nice win against your FCS team. I saw the highlights. 34-3. Nice little start to your season. Let's go. Reactive Schemer is good too. Yeah, I was really curious. This was the one I was most curious about. Was situational. It just seems kind of right up my alley. Matchup Guru did too, but I was worried that it would lean too far one direction if there was a matchup exploit. Nope. No! No, dude, I thought my running back was gonna, leak. They had that covered up so well, you guys. So I was like, all right, play action. They covered it up. I couldn't see, I'll be honest, I couldn't see this dude over here. I'll be honest, I could not see him. Lovely camera angle there, couldn't see him. So this looked completely covered, this looked completely covered. So I thought my running back right here was gonna leak out to the right, and so I was trying to press R1. Maybe he was supposed to, and he got caught on this block right here. But I thought, so like me moving in the pocket right here was me trying to buy time for my running back. I had nowhere to go, but of course I didn't think I was gonna fumble it. LTS new sliders dropped. That's what happened. That video is obsolete, so it got taken down. New slider set is out. It is in members early access until tomorrow, where it goes public. Updates for to go with patch 2 that EA dropped. Yeah, you're good, Ed. I was just explaining to you. You're like, you're going here, 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 here. That's part of sliders, man, and but that's also why I stop. I do the beta stuff, right? Get feedback, and then as other information gets brought forward, or discovered, or things are tested that seem to be better than something else, you have changes, and so it's much better to do that and release a slider set that's kind of finished than it is to release here's version 1, here's version 2, here's version 3, you know, good defense. I don't like doing that. Kevin, I know you played Madden early as I did. Did you find it more challenging? Because I did. I was getting creamed on All Pro. Playing with Carolina, default Heisman is too easy. Don't get it. I didn't find it like too difficult on All Pro, but at the same time I was only playing heavy snow games. Yeah, Big Papa preach, bro. Alex, what's up, man? Thank you for coming to the stream. Appreciate you. All right, we should be, if at all else, we should have tied that up. That turnover killed us. That fumble killed us. Luckily, our defense stepped up. Oh, man. Got a one-on-one over here. Oh, just let him a little too much. They were just on me as I threw that. Ed, nothing seems to impact CPU accuracy if they have. I mean, lower rated quarterbacks get impacted if they have the dot or step up ability. Then the accuracy slider doesn't really impact them, which is why went from 25 on our first set to 0 being tested to ultimately back to 50, is because the 25 and the 0 impact the lower rated quarterbacks, or quarterbacks that don't have dot. Let's see here. Let's take a look at their quarterback real quick. Dot and Step Up are the two culprits that seem to override. So this quarterback doesn't have it. Vasco. He's an option king extender, mobile resistance. He would be susceptible to a lower accuracy. Ethan Hoke, if you pronounce it like that, would not be because he has Dot. That was the issue. So you're left with, okay, we can change accuracy, and it'll impact, you know, half the quarterbacks in the game, the other half won't be impacted, and so then it's kind of a pointless slider adjustment. This is Dynasty, Kenneth. This is Dynasty. Or I can leave it at 50 default and do some stuff to try to get better coverage, more pass breakups, get the quarterbacks to go deeper more, things like that. Because if a slider being adjusted is only going to impact... Oh, nice, he ran it right at me. Let's go. They ran it down our throats their first drive, and we're actually doing a pretty good job since then. But anyway, it makes more sense to leave the accuracy at default 50 since it only affects half of them. I don't want to... Oh, no. I don't want to adjust the slider if it's only going to impact some of them. Nothing there. That was a tough first quarter, man. We blew our chance at points at 100%. 100%. So you're better off leaving it where it's at. Don't get any adverse impacts to dropping it. And do other stuff to try to get him to throw the ball deeper, get pass breakups, things like that. Threw it late. Oh, almost a great catch. I am struggling finding their some open guys right now. So we're just gonna... We were running the ball well. A little bit. No. There we go. Catch him off guard at the draw. I like it. We'll hit him with some RPOs, man. I want to get the ball. I want to push the ball down the field. It's not there yet. Here we go. Extension of our run game. RPOs. That's what we're going to have to do. Try to run the ball. So far, I like this playbook, but I wish there was some more running plays out of the pistol, since we don't have any under center. Ooh, what do we got here? Passing off coverage. Did I have anybody open there? Look, they passed off everything. I had nobody open. Where am I going with this football, y'all? And then the pressure got there. That's brutal. That's kind of been the trend too. Like every time I've tried to push the ball down the field, their pressure has just killed me. So I'm gonna have to do quick passing game. They blitzed and they had a guy. They were man blitzing. You've got to be kidding me. All right. Well, this drive is over. That's just... All right, we're going to adjust next possession. Quick passing game. I am getting destroyed. My offensive line can't block anybody. I didn't even shift my line. What happened here? Did I really need to look to make sure we were going to block the right? I didn't shift my line. And they just get a free runner. Because the guard... Come on, man. I shouldn't have to adjust that. And I had the out route right here. Oops, did not want to hit that. Yeah, that's what it'll do. That's what it'll do, Alex. That's a great way to go. I'm gonna try to leave it where it's at. But my issue isn't finding targets necessarily. It's that my offensive line isn't pass protecting anybody. That's what's going on here. Khalif, that's good information. Yeah, we're gonna definitely do oh no. Good D. Ended up only getting 3 there. Oh, we're gonna have to do quick passes, nothing deep. RPOs, quick screens, underneath stuff. I like to push the ball deep, so I might have to transform this team into my vision. I don't like that play call there. It's third. What are you doing? Situational. Maybe that's the situational strategist. Instead of them trying to go. I mean, why would you run it on 3rd and 13 there? It's all right. All right. We're gonna get back to what our team can do, which is how we moved the ball down the field the first time. I'm definitely going to do that, Khalif. I appreciate the information. Definitely notice that we can't get anything for pass protection when I want to do something deep. It's got to all be quick. Uh-oh. He's rattled. We had him wide open. That sucks. I was in a nickel package, but still on 3rd and 13, you're not, I mean, unless you're drawing it, you're most likely not picking that up. Because an outside sweep isn't really going to be a catch off guard to the point that, oh, hey, let's go, drive continues. I mean, even if you picked up, I mean, even if you caught me off guard on that, you're not going to pick up 13, most likely. We'd need a draw there. That's, wow, nothing. Man, running game's tough. We're going to edit you to a swing route. There we go. Like, what am I supposed to do when I gotta push the ball down the field? There's nothing I can do. Let's make sure we get you picked up, huh? No, I wasn't even gonna risk a sack or interception or nothing. I was like, let's just get out of it. They're coming right after me. I have to stay ahead of the chains. Try max protect? I can. So Jesus, take the wheel. Man, I could be a little scary with this offensive line. There. Okay, he didn't pitch it that time. I like that. We just run a cover one here. I was so excited our second possession of the game. I was like, all right, we're figuring this out. And that fumble just absolutely crushed us. And we haven't been able to do anything since. He's going to fall forward and get it. Oh. Alrighty, well. Like, they are running the ball so much. Like, I'm not even worried about the pass. I think they've passed it like 3 times. And that's kind of, you know, why their run game is slowed down a little bit. Is I'm more protecting against the run than the pass these days, like these last 4 possessions. Because all they're doing is running it. Like, I'm not even worried about the pass. They have 4 passing yards. Since when does Liberty not pass the ball? Third and 9, we're gonna run it right to where I have a blitz. I don't understand the play call logic there. No, they pulled him forward, Brandon. It's that animation where the guy falls forward. But I don't understand why they're not even threatening to run the ball. They've what, thrown it 1 time? So I'm just not even worried about the pass. I'm going to leave it where it's at. We'll see how the second half goes. It's just really weird how skewed the run... I've never had a run-pass ratio be this skewed before. It's kind of crazy to me. Isn't it, y'all? Like, they just won't pass the ball. We're going to go down and score a touchdown here, though. That's what we are going to do. After the 2-minute warning. Please be in zone. Dude, this blocking looks all crazy. Wouldn't even let me throw it. What was our blocking there? You guys see that? They had all the blocking was crossed around, and so that's the thing with EA, dude. They can't even program this stuff right. So you have the left guard and left tackle are supposed to run in front of the center and right guard, and they hang up on each other. Don't program shit in the game if you can't do it right, EA. This play shouldn't be in the game. You can see it in the play art. The polling guys doing this, okay, fine. But maybe have it so that players don't get hung up on each other. Absolutely ridiculous. That's a straight up gameplay thing. There's nothing that can be done about that. Slider wise, off target throw. And that ruined the whole drive. Like, to take a sack on a screenplay on first down because of BS is brutal. Have you tried before play setting your pass protection to base? Yeah, like right there, I wanted to shift my line to the right, and the game wouldn't even let me. Like, half the time you can't even adjust your pass protection. It's so frustrating. Like, I was trying to look and see my pass protection, and I wanted to slide it to the right, because it's like, hey, I have play action, I'm rolling to the right. I should probably make sure that that guy right there is blocked. Wouldn't let me do it. And then guess what happens? I run it, play action, and I'm sacked. But like I don't understand why they've thrown it one time. This is really confusing to me. There's no way Liberty's a ground and pound team. Situational like what is going on, you guys? Why are they refusing to pass the ball? Why are they refusing to pass the ball? There's something going on here. One pass attempt? You watch bang. How are they even a all right, this is how they're supposed to play, I guess. Run the ball every down and distance, no matter what. Like, what the hell is that? Hey, it's 2nd and 8, run the ball. Hey, it's 3rd and 9, run the ball. What is that? Why are they not passing the ball? Why are they not doing what a normal offense would be? They're not no freaking Air Force running the triple option. Why are they not passing the football at all? It makes absolutely no sense. Just Marcellus, just Liberty. Is this a Liberty thing, or this isn't even fun? They're just running it nonstop. Like, our defense is obviously just honed in on the run because they're not doing anything else. I don't have to worry about anything else. They haven't even passed the ball on 3rd and long, Hollywood. Like, this isn't even fun. This would be a perfect time to test the strategies if they still run. It's a great point. Red 5, thank you for becoming a sponsor of the channel. Welcome to SGN Nation, bro. We're gonna test that, you guys. Let's just test that right now. This isn't even fun. When I put Liberty on my schedule, I had no idea that they were gonna run it no matter what every single play. What should I put it to, you guys? Let's just see if they pass it a little bit more. That was absolutely ridiculous. What should we put it to? What do we think? For those of you who believe in this, Ed, that's big facts. Just go balanced. Yeah, the Bengals pass it every single play. Ed knows what's up. They should not be running it on every single time 2nd and 8 came up. They're running it. Running it, running it, running it, running it, running it. System coach, trust you. But if their system is to run the ball every single play, won't they just do more of that? Yeah, I know. Mad Scientist, maybe. I actually do consider Mad Scientist to be the hardest one to stop, so I'm going to go Mad Scientist. And we'll just see. I mean, that game wasn't fun, man. And But 305, they're saying that Liberty did this against Bengal. Everyone's saying that Liberty does this. And again, I had no idea that they did that. I would have never put them on my schedule. Before you quit, they ran it on 3rd and 10. Again, they just run it. Jay, they did nothing but run the ball. They passed it 1 time and a half. It's not like they were running it for 6 yards every single time. The first drive, they ran it down my throat, and then after that, we stopped them because they weren't passing it. They were not passing it whatsoever, and so we, there was nothing to worry about. Yeah, first drive, they absolutely killed us. It's definitely not a slider thing, but it's just not a fun game to play. Absolutely not fun to play. We'll skip through all this. We weren't testing anything, Colt, but there was no plan to test anything. This is my dynasty. But Liberty ran the ball every single play in the first half other than one. They had one pass. I think it was on their first drive, too. So after a half of them with like 25 run plays to 1 pass play, and they're running it on 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Uh-oh, that's not good. But like, Hollywood came in here and he said, hey, that's how Liberty does things. They just run it every single time. And then someone said Bengal had that happen too, and someone else said it. How is that, like, realistic, though? Teams are not running the ball on 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9 every single time. Teams that run the ball like that on those downs are better at running, and so they're going to have a lot more successful runs so that they're not always in these 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 9s. They're good at running the football. Liberty was not good at running the football. Rico says on what was the one you said? System coach, that they go deep. We'll try Mad Scientist. We'll see if this does anything to them. Again, it sounds like it's a playbook issue. The game you watched from him was pure comedy. Liberty was trailing by 2 scores and just pounding the rock. Which, if it's in the 2nd quarter or 3rd quarter, okay. But 4th quarter, and you got to pass it a little bit. You know what I mean? You just got to pass it a little bit. Here they're in a 4 wide receiver set. They came out in a 4 wide receiver set last game like twice. They ran the option off of it both times. Which means they'd be going this way. They run a draw. Throw the ball. 3rd and 11. We'll see. They threw it. Their offense looked as bad as ours. Was Bengal like very frustrated at the lack of like awareness from the team to, you know, throw the ball? Because that's frustrating for me, man. Like I can't enjoy a game. I was down 3-0, but like they're running it every time. That's not a challenge. The challenge for me was offense because of my offensive line. I want the challenge. Hey, Brink, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming through and spending the time. Have a great rest of your night. Here we go. Big hole. Jonathan, so I re-recorded the video because I accidentally had 2 settings wrong in the video from when I was testing. So I re-recorded the video, but then so you guys didn't have to rewatch it, I made the post saying, hey, I re-recorded the video, this is why, this was incorrect in the video. That way you guys didn't have to rewatch it again. Liberty had a guy wide open on 3rd and 11. I just think they're not designed to run the ball or pass the ball. Rebel Shed, did you switch something up or restart? I've switched up. I went to Mad Scientist. Just to see if they'll actually pass the ball. Auto subs aren't 60. Are they 6100? Oh, we didn't pick that off. Are you sure they're not 8060 in the main menu? 6100 doesn't sound right. Play Now plays better in every EA game for some reason. Madden or Culture Ball, Play Now always plays so much better. Ooh. Brady, it's been dropped. It's just in members early access, goes live for all non-members tomorrow. Good pass breakup. I'm cool with that. I threw that late. All right, we're in field goal range. We don't want to screw ourselves out of that. So I need to not throw an interception. That's the first thing. No interception. Let's try this base thing that someone just said. Oh, good defense. All right, field goal kicks, my nemesis in this game. I kicked them very well in Madden, but this game, not so much. We got that one though. Yeah, so 60-80 is default in Madden. In college, half the position this year, some of the positions are 60-80 default, some are 60-70, and last year they were all 60-70 default. But it doesn't have to do with the auto subs in the menu. It just has to do with the game plays better in Play Now than it does in Dynasty, and that's just how EA games are, man. In Madden, it plays better because there's no archetypes in Play Now. Okay. See, now when you have a 3rd and 3, okay, I can respect and understand them running the ball here. Do I like them running the ball here? No, I would like there to be the threat of the pass. But we know there isn't a threat of the pass. Dang, he had that speed boost to the outside. Play action plays, man. I really don't think EA tests this stuff versus the CPU. I think they test it versus other users. Oh my god. So this is how they ran the ball against us, their first drive last game. And then after that, they couldn't run the ball at all, and then they wouldn't pass it to open up the run game a little bit. So you get yourselves in 3rd and 2 here. It makes sense that you run the ball. Oh, nice little cut outside. That makes sense. You know, and then you make me creep up, keep up, creep up, creep up. Then when I start stopping the run, then you take your shot over the top. Good D. Only gave up a yard. We'll take that. Oh, what do we want to run here, man? I hate that I only have the 15 3-4 plays. They ran over 11,000 plays in the testing versus in Dynasty or like against the CPU. There's just no way that they ran 11,000 plays in testing, and then you see the things that are coming up playing the computer, like the blocking that I had on the play action play right there, where they all just run into each other. That was tested? There's a 3rd and 8, and they're running it, and I don't like it. Throw the ball. Whoever programmed Liberty, of course. Can someone Google Liberty's run to pass ratio last year? because whoever programmed them, they were a little high. Oh. I'm cool with them running it on 3rd and 2. We got the good old double mug. Oh, juked the crap out of me. We're gonna try another game with the last 2 games as CPU could be as 90%. 63 run to 27 pass. They averaged 63% of the time they ran the ball last year. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that means they do run the ball a lot. But so far, they're at a 13-2 rate. Well, no, they've called 15 plays, 2 passes, 13 runs. That is not 65-35 split. No, you're good. I understood what you meant. Mini Grid, and they're ranked 4th in rushing yards per game. Yeah, they still passed it 30% of the time, though. So that means on 15 plays, they should have 5 pass plays. Right? Is my math right there? 30% of 15? They should have 5 pass plays. 35%. I mean, because, what, 10% is 1.5, so 20% is 3. Add another 1.5 is 4.5. 35%, that's 5. They should have 5 pass plays. They have 2. There we go, good start. Did you send another one, Don? I appreciate you. You did. Thank you so much, Don. You rock, man. Yeah, I know they had the 90 overall quarterback and running back last year. And so they were a really common team, but they were seniors. Def Delivery coming in live from Afghanistan bomb shelter. Always love some good sim testing. Sim Nation, rise up, boys. Yo, man, thank you so much for what you do. I'm assuming you are a service member if you're in Afghanistan bomb shelter. Do I have that correct? Yeah, it's a complete overreaction to the. I mean, yeah, you can have them run the ball, but have them, pass the ball the correct amount too. Nick, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming through the stream. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys coming through the stream. If you haven't yet, if you could do me a favor, like the video, I really appreciate it. Can we get the first? No! I thought we were going to get there. Shoot. I don't think it depends on the team they're playing, Chili, because everyone's saying that they do this all the time. Oh, snap. That place is fully decked out, fortunately. Well, that is good. I appreciate you for your service, man. How many years have you been in? Were you stationed in the United States at all? And are you Army, Air Force? They are. Look at that. We've gotten more. Look at that. Oh my God! They passed 4 pass attempts when we switched to Mad Scientist. Is it still the rate that we want it to be? No. But we are seeing, just like the video I dropped, that the CPU runs the ball more, or passes the ball more. Oh my God! Another. This is exactly what my video tested. Mad Scientist, they passed the ball more than when we were on ground control. Oh, pitch it. He had him. I was cooked. I was gone, dude. That running back's still running if he pitches that. Another pass play, you guys. Oh my goodness. They look like a competent team. Oh no. This is unreal. And the reason, so I know someone said go to system. What's the ratio now? A lot better. I know someone said go to system, and it's not that I don't believe you. The only reason I ended up going Mad Scientist is because this is what I tested in the video that I dropped on Adaptive AI War. When I went Mad Scientist, they had a much better run pass ratio than when I was on a different setting. We haven't had American troops in Afghanistan in 4 years. I mean, I don't know. He's in a bomb shelter for some reason. Maybe he's not military. I don't know. So I'm asking questions. Now it's 17-6. He is 6 for 6, but he hasn't really pushed the ball down the field. So now we're at 23 plays total. It's creeping up there a little bit. Reactive schemer. It's like real football sim. Check it out. I will. I tried the situational strategist, but maybe I'll true. Ryan, man. Oh, good run. Second and 3. Now I'm wondering, they could almost do it. Oh, they ran it right up my throat. Look what happens now. They're passing a little bit, and now their runs are staying successful versus last time when they ran it like non-stop. They were successful running their first drive, then after that we stuffed everything. Now their runs are staying consistently. Bro. You just saw the CPU cut back all the way across the field for a touchdown. I am not mad at that. That's what I built the slider set to have them do. Better navigation and finding their holes. That's what we had the slider set do. Does it work all the time? No. But when it works, it's beautiful. It is beautiful, you guys. All right, now we're in for a dogfight. We're down 13-3. I got to figure out how to get our offense going with no offensive line. I got to figure that out. All right. This is fun. This is the fun that I was not having. What AI setting am I on? I'm on Mad Scientist, Jacob. I tried it. We played the first half on Situational Strategists. They ran it every single play, an entire half, other than one. They passed it one time. Was not fun at all. Ron, so is bounce pressure not the best to use, or should I use Mad Scientist? Use whatever you want. Myself, Big Papa Colton, we just tested everything on bounce pressure. But we all kind of agreed we're going to try probably something different. And I did try Situational Strategist. We saw how that went. So that one's out of the running now. Now, someone said Reactive Schemer's really good. I might try that one. But Mad Scientist is looking good too. So it's one of those. Let's go. We can take 3rd and 6. We can handle a 3rd and 6 here. Maybe. I mean, Ron, I'm going to play around with it a little bit and see. Reactive Schemer has me intrigued too. Situational Strategist had me intrigued until I saw the CPU just stick with the run no matter what. Couldn't get it off in time. Had them open, couldn't get it off. They did blitz though. Mad Scientist has been pretty good, but the consensus is that it's also like the hardest one, and I'm not sure I want that for myself. Cause y'all see me play. I'm not like the best at this game. I'm not like the guy who's like needs to have the game cheat to be hard to stop me, you know? Like I play realistically, and do I want the hardest experience right off rip? No. I don't. Mike Henry, yes you do, my friend. But that only takes you about 1 minute. He was trying to make that cut there, but we stopped him. Man, we're gonna blitz ourselves here. Big Papa, since I'm in Mad Scientist this game, I'm gonna trust you to try Reactive Schemer for me. No, he got the outside edge. He's gone. That's a 25-yard run, just like that. I don't like this playbook. This defensive playbook. When you get a team that runs the ball a lot and they're 2 wide receiver sets, we only have 15 plays in the 3-4. Everything else, we're in a nickel. Not ideal. Go crazy, Trez. They haven't blitzed me that much though yet. There we go. First sack. I guess you probably won't get a lot of sacks if they only pass it 7 times. I'm gonna call time out here. Bro's got 20 for $131 in the first half against me, you guys. And this is also what is so different about the game, right? So you guys saw me load up on Situational Strategist, and they were not running the ball very well outside their first possession. They were averaging 2 yards a carry for a half. And that could happen to somebody be like, hey, CPU still can't run the ball. Well, whether you believe the adaptive AI impacts the CPU, you know, whatever. We backed out of the game, restarted it. Yes, we switched our adaptive AI. And now on the exact same sliders, nothing else changed. They're 20 for a 131 and a half. That's what's so challenging about this game. The sliders didn't change, yet they're running the ball 1,000 times better. Good pass defense. No slider adjustments. They're running the ball great. All it changes is adaptive AI. And that's one thing that's really difficult to deal with when you're getting feedback on sliders. Oh my God, no way. I'm throwing the shallow screen and a defensive lineman picks me off. Dude, that was set up perfect too. Look at this. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Look, I have the blocking set up there. I'm gonna catch this, I'll have an angle. I'll get out of bounds, probably leaves me with 1 or 2 yards to go. He intercepts it. Unbelievable. CM, my one concern with matchup orientated was that if a team has, let's just say they have a really good wide receiver and your cornerbacks aren't very good, that they will not run the ball because the matchup is going to dictate that they attack your secondary with that good wide receiver. That's my concern with matchup oriented. Now, it might not be the case, but that was my concern, is that they won't have a run pass ratio if the matchup dictates that they need to target. Like, they could target you in the running game if their offensive line is better or whatever, and they don't pass the ball, or vice versa. And I'd like to have some balance there. We'll call that a good defensive win. We're going to be down 20-3. Oh my God. This is the worst because we're going to have to abandon our run game and throw the ball, but our offensive line is the worst offensive line in the history of offensive lines. I literally have 2 seconds to throw, so we cannot push the ball down the field. I'm on Mad Scientist right now. We got to get points here. We have to get some sort of points. I hate that about RPOs. That's one thing I do hate about this. They're lined up right over my guy, so I'm not going to throw it. That's taken away. And then I'm running the ball to the right. So they all slide to the right. And that gives a free rusher to come down. And just I'm really supposed to shift my line to the left there? I guess I'll know for next time. I'm not calling timeouts until I get a first. They're doing it. Smart. Overthrew him. Dang it, man. I missed the guy wide open underneath, didn't I? He breaks free right here. And I actually had time to throw. Look at this. I actually had my pocket. And if I lead him, he catches it right here, and I'm running, I'm getting tackled around the 50. Rainbow, it drops tomorrow. It's scheduled to drop at 3 o'clock Central. So what's coming? Man, we have to figure out something offensively. Do you guys have any ideas? Ooh, he's not going to be able to return for the game. Since my last slider update, Chris, are you a member? I'm sorry, it doesn't tell me here. I can look at YouTube and it'll tell me, but let me look and see. Yeah, no, I did an update. My first video that I dropped on Sunday, I made some errors in it. I had some wrong stuff from the test file that I was in. I had the wrong XP slider for position and wrong auto sub for position, so instead of relying on a pinned comment that people don't see for the update, I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to record, update a video, make a new one. I'm going to take this. Let's get out of half. I don't want to risk throwing an interception. Yep. Let's regroup. Regroup at half. We can overcome this, but these down and distances are gonna have to change. All right, so we're gonna go all out on their run. They've been killing us with it. Try to force a 3 and out, and then get our offense going, and we're gonna score a touchdown. And as I say that, we're gonna go all out on the run. They bust a big one. Oh my goodness, man. Another run to the outside. Got that one locked up. All right. There we go. Got that one locked up too. We're gonna hit him with this cover 6 Willie. I think this will be... We'll play the sticks. Speedy, what's going on, man? How are you? There we go. Got that locked up. Hey, that's my Smitty this time. That's my Smitty this time. Y'all remember what happened to me the other day? We had the wrong Smitty. This is the right Smitty. That's funny. Hope you're doing well, brother. Alright, RPO action. Dang it. 1 yard is not what we want off of that. Detroit Smitty, that's right. Oh my goodness, what do we got here? A bunch of nonsense is what we got. Maybe? 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 Oh! Let's go! That's a sigh of relief. That is a sigh of relief. We finally got a big play. Finally got a big play. Relocation, that's no, it's not Relocation Football League Smitty. This is OG Smitty. This is the OG, man. Smitty going down to EA, hanging out with the devs, getting all the inside scoops back in Madden 15 and 16. Ah, tough run. Let's do this cross drag right here. The Beast World, they are, fam. They are. To go with patch 2. Can we get another big play? We're still not in field goal range. Got the first. Alright, we are in field goal range, y'all. Obviously we need 6 here. But we are making some progress. Big run. Let's go. First and goal. First and goal. We can get ballsy here. Are they pressed up? No, this might work. This might work. This might work. Chuck him. Oh! You learn that the more arcadey the gameplay is, that's more Sim. Hey, CFB coming through. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Got both my guys in here. And Hollywood is in here earlier. That's awesome. Get in, fall in. What'd I just run? Power O? We'll try Sting. We got 3 cracks at this because we know we're going for this on 4th down. What? Where did you see that the more arcadey the gameplay is that it's now Sim, Smitty? That's hilarious. It's 4th and goal. Oh my God, you guys. 3 doesn't really help us here. Okay. How did he... What? Okay, my right tackle just says screw the edge rusher. Come on. They've only thrown it 7 times, Sim. Because they run the ball non-stop. And it's all like underneath stuff, except for 1 throw. Oh yeah, I saw you. Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yeah, dude. I just don't understand, why would my default right tackle not block this guy right here? That's why you still play NFL 2K5? I mean, if we're being honest, College Football 26 and Madden 26 are better games than 2K5. But the crappy thing is there are still some things that 2K5 does better, in my opinion, than these current games. Now, and you take presentation out of it, I think the blocking is better in those games. Like the blocking logic. Oh no. Okay, we got a guy there. But otherwise, I mean, this game's light years ahead. We know EA struggled with blocking logic and mechanics for years. Part of it comes down to how do you build proper blocking into a game when you're on animation-based gameplay? How do you do that? Anyway, stop the wide receiver from jumping every catch. Besides me, of course, FAA catch on. I haven't really ran into that issue though, so I'm not really sure. Good D. Good D, good D. I mean, the running animations are 1,000 times better in any current EA game than in 2K. I mean, there's just nothing you can... The running animations are 1,000 times better. Blocking was scripted in those games? If it was, it sure didn't feel like it. I will say that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it definitely didn't feel like it. But I haven't also played 2K5 in over a decade, and I haven't played All Pro 2K8 in probably the same amount of time, so I you know, there's probably some validity. Oh my god. Oh, wide open. Penalties is nice. Yeah, we did have you could have multiple penalties on one play. You could have offsetting penalties. That's not gameplay related, but that was still pretty nice. The fact that you could have two different penalties on the offense on the same play, or you could have a holding on the offense and a DPI on the defense, and the penalties would offset and replay the down. Why that's not in Madden, I don't know. Well, I do know. But that was really cool. But overall, these games are 100 times better gameplay-wise than 2K or All Pro Football 2K. Yeah, we have nostalgia taking us back, but part of the reason I think there's nostalgia for those games is because there are one or two aspects that those games do better than current EA games. One or two, not 10. Like one or two, and I can understand where people say, well, there shouldn't be anything that a game that old does better. You know, 21 years old that does better than a new game. But I mean, has anyone taken MVP Baseball 2005 and put it up against the show to see if that does anything better? Oh, 100%, yeah. %, Sim. No, I just feel like until we get to the point where you can say nothing about what All Pro Football 2K8 presented, we'll just go off the most recent 2K game. Nothing about it is better than the most recent Madden game. Until you can get to that point, not a single aspect. I think it's going to constantly continue to pop up. Yo, Michael, thank you for subscribing or becoming a member to SGN Nation. Appreciate you so much, man. Welcome to the family. Happy to have you here. Oh, good run. Here we go. Running game's been really, really, really tough, man. But I like that for us. I really want to take a shot here. Yeah, I'm going to do CPU versus CPU sliders, man. That is next on the docket. I actually just recorded the precipitation slider video because precipitation sliders aren't going to be like, this is what you set them as. I'm going to have it, I built it as based on what you have set for everything else. So the precipitation sliders that I'm bringing are going to be able to be used with anybody's slider set. Because it's like, okay, you're using this, you know, this speed threshold. This is what you set the precipitation one as. You're using this quarterback accuracy. This is what you set the accuracy impact as. Like, I go through and break it all down. Oh, let's go. Get that block. We'll take it. I'm excited for Madden franchise mode, man. I still, and me and Smitty talked about this like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. I was driving back. We were on the phone for like 2 hours talking about it. I really wish they'd bring back training camp battles and make practice matter outside of mini camps. I hope that they do that next year. Like, I like the idea of having to go in to franchise mode, and I need to go into practice, and it's not a free practice. It's you're going in there with a strategy. Like, you have, like when you play an RPG, you have like a mission, basically. You're going there with a mission, you need to execute it. You execute your practice correctly, you're rewarded for it in-game somehow, some way. Whether it's like on whatever you practiced in, whatever you completed well in practice, then you get a boost to that scenario comes up in-game type of thing. So the issues with NBA 2K aren't their gameplay though, Sam, at least not in the 5v5 aspect. You know, the online my career people complain about gameplay, but they complain that they made it too simulation, too realistic. The issue with 2K is their My NBA franchise mode. It's completely fallen off. Madden's franchise mode is better. I will fight someone till I'm blue. No, I shouldn't say fight. I will argue till I'm blue in the face with whoever wants to that Madden's franchise mode is better than 2K's My NBA now. It has gotten so bad. But the gameplay, the 5-on-5 gameplay in 2K is out of this world. And they give us so many tools to make it better. They give us, he caught it. We can edit players' tendencies. We have like 60, I think it's 63 different sliders we can adjust. We can globally edit players. Like, imagine if Madden let us globally edit players. Can you imagine what the roster community would do with Madden if they could go in and globally edit players' awareness, acceleration, agility, change of direction, accuracies, stuff like that? Like, imagine if EA gave us that ability. Finally, we're on the board, ladies and gentlemen. And we're still in the game. Man, now I'm wishing I took that 3 from the 3-yard line last possession we had. Right? Because then it's a 1-score game. They complain about 2K gameplay for like the 5-on-5 like franchise gameplay. They complain about it. I would really like to see what they complain about. I really would. I'm just genuinely curious. I know there's so much complaining about the My Career online gameplay. They think it's too, you know, all the various different things. But the user versus CPU experience, I am really surprised that there's people complaining about that. It's the best user versus CPU gameplay of any sports game out there. Well, MLB The Show's really good too. MLB The Show might be a little bit better. But it's really, really good. And part of the reason it's so good is they give us so many tools to make it how we want to do it. Another option, and he doesn't even pitch it. Sim and Smitty, don't put Liberty on your schedule. The run-pass ratio is god-awful. Depending on who you ask, yeah. Just like the Madden and college football community, though, right? you ask a Dynasty player their opinion on the state of college football and what they think needs to change, and then you ask a cut player or online head-to-head the same question, and does anything cross? Like, do we share anything in common with what we want to change? The two different groups? We're gonna try this play again. Uh-oh. Holding. Pass interference. Oh, it's on us? Yeah, that's what I would assume too, Obi-Wan, is there's no overlap. Yo, we're gonna take a shot to Tuggle here. He is on fire. What's our... I want to try this. I can't even adjust my blocking. Okay. Tuggle's on fire. He torched him. Let's go, Tuggle. Nitro with the amazing game. Chris Kennedy, there's a link in the description. On any video, you can click join. If you're on iPhone, you cannot do it from the app. You have to do it from Safari. Big time play. We are in business, y'all. And right now, a field goal gets us close enough to make this an interesting game. Do you know how tempting it was to not turbo as I made my way through that line right there? Just because I knew what was going to happen if I hit turbo. That's the hard... I think when people say that they struggle running the ball in this game, I think they struggle not hitting turbo the minute they get the ball from the quarterback. And that's the biggest key. You gotta pick your moments to hit turbo. Man, running the ball has opened up so much in the second half here. I like this. Guys, we are well within field goal range now. Ooh. Are you going to do a road to glory? I want to. I don't know if I'm going to have time authentic, because you have to think about it. It's the 29th of July. I am just now getting to start my dynasty. And Madden comes out in 8 days. And then I start all over again. Let's go. One score game. I start everything I just made for college football, I got to make for Madden. And then as soon as I get to the point in Madden where I'm ready to start my franchise, 2K drops. Now, I'm not going to do early access this year for 2K because I think it's absolutely absurd that they're dropping the end of August. The preseason doesn't even start till 6 weeks after that. Absolutely stupid. So I'm going to wait on 2K a little bit. But as soon as I'm done with Madden, then it's 2K time. 50, Jacob. And then I got to go through and do 2K stuff. And then while I'm working on 2K stuff, there'll be patches for college football and Madden that require updates that I got to go back and do. You know, Sim was saying the other day on his stream, he's like, man, I'm glad that I don't make sliders, because it's just you're constantly going and going and going and going. And he's 100% right, you know? But it's my decision. This is the content creator that I am. I'm not good at doing the series, you know, like you see Bengal and Bordeaux and these guys that, you know, and even Mills, like when he live streams, he's not upload, but he live streams and he does these, you know, makes it entertaining and stuff like that. That's just not really me. I'm not good at that, you know? This is what I'm more passionate about. Now, if I was good at doing that type of content or had the editing know-how or patience to do the editing that they do for those videos, because the editing on those videos is absurd. I mean, Sim does them. I've done a couple of the videos too, where you take a game and you chop it up and you try to pick out the highlights, you cut out everything else, you put in transitions, and you got to record your voiceover on top of it, then you have to render it and all that stuff. You'd be surprised how much time that takes. Oh no. Oh no, good run. Sim, exactly. I'm tired of sliders. I feel you, dude. And I struggle. I get into the whole slideritis thing, but I'm not going to do it anymore. Like, that's why I included in my slider video that goes live tomorrow. Oh no. Oh no. I shouldn't have dove right there. I'm an idiot. I included in there, hey, you need to open up the run game, change this. You need to reduce the run game, it's too easy, do this. You need to make passing easier, do this. Like, I literally included the manual on what to change so that I don't have to touch sliders until there's an update, and hopefully even that update doesn't require a change. I would like to just leave the slider video and not have to do it, as I got all my other content for Culture Ball pretty much made. Yeah, editing sucks, you know. Oh, he took a deep shot. Oh, we picked it! We have a chance, you guys. Teach a man to fish. Yeah, you can't give him all the secrets though, Big Papa, you know that. Can't give him all the secrets, but I was like, let's go ahead and at least teach him how to do X, Y, and Z, you know. And that's even when I sent Sim the sliders on Twitter the other day. I even included in the message, hey, if running is too hard or CPU or whatever's not doing good, this is what you change. And, you know, vice versa. I included it in there for him. I was like, oh my god. I thought I just gave it right back, you guys. .350, 3 timeouts. We just need to get in field goal range. I've run the RPO enough that they're starting to creep up on that. Now we're in a tough situation. We need 8 yards. Authentic. I'm a content creator myself, so I can comprehend the challenge. Lately, I've been using an AI editor. One option that is nice is a feature that removes pauses, but yeah, up to you, man. Try it though. I use CapCut, and I'm still learning how to use CapCut. I switched over from Clipchamp. Get there. We're going for it. 4th and inches. We're going for it. I thought we were going to get that. I literally thought we were going to get that. Yo, Mike, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the kind words. There's no way we're not getting that, right? Okay. Oh, yeah, I watch all of Soft Drink's videos, man. I've developed a little bit of a relationship with Soft Drink over the last year. Like, I was the one who, you know, kind of put it in his ear and helped him make the My NBA in 2K is broken video last year. I kind of gave him the data and I told him what's going on. I was like, hey man, you have a way bigger audience than me. You got to make this video. And he made the video. What do we want to do here? 686 looks nice. You've been using CapCut lately? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, I know there's more stuff in CapCut that I could be using that I'm not, that I just have no idea how to. We better... okay. Come on, pass protection. Hold up. He's open. Get the first. I should have just went out of bounds. We'll go hurry up. See what they're running in here. They look like they're blitzing. They weren't. They didn't do anything though. Got 4 yards, 3 yards. Let's do this. Dude, all you're editing in Microsoft Paint. Dude, you just made me laugh. That's great. I was in Clipchamp before I went to CapCut. I couldn't find anyone open. I knew I had somebody open. What's up, BV? Shoot. I had X open. I'm pretty sure I had X open. Yep, Oberon just said it. And I realized it late. I had my eyes downfield, and here's the worst part about it. I wanted to go here. And I was like, let's see what the safety does. And he dropped back right away, and I just instantly took my eyes off without even realizing that he played center field instead of going over the top. My only question is, what game does Soft Drink like? He likes NFL 2K5, man. I think he's streaming it right now. X was so wide open. Oh my god, you guys. X was so wide open. Stick knot it is. Can we pull this off? Thomas is on fire. Let's just get a couple yards for a decent 4th down opportunity. I'm gonna let the clock run, not that it matters, but if we pick it up, great. If not, you know, game over. Oh no! Here's the thing though, speaking of what game does Soft Drink like, he hasn't tried Maximum Football. And even though Maximum Football is not on the same level as Madden and college football, they're not in the same solar system. There's a fun factor about Maximum Football that is just, unless you've played it, you don't know how to explain it. I felt like that was my best option though, in replay here. The outright was covered up pretty well. I think that was my best option. I mean, I'm fine with him not catching that. He got lit up. I didn't have time to go right here to number 2. But I was about to get ripped apart. Man, thanks to this game, Soft Drink basically exposed himself as a PS2 Xbox gamer pretty much. He's fronting as a current gen gamer when he's in love with NCAA 506. I know he loves NCAA 06, but I thought he really liked NCAA 14 as well. I do think there's some current games that he likes. But like if there's a current game that he likes gameplay wise, listen, I'm proud of our effort in the second half. I'm proud of our team's effort. Considering our offensive line is what it is, and we had that fumble where I could have kicked the field goal. That's not how we wanted to start the season, but I'm proud of our fight. We got Ball State on the schedule next. I do feel like we should beat Ball State after the way we played Liberty. Remember, this dude got hurt and missed the whole second half. He put up 120 in the first half on us. They're back. They ran for over 200 yards on us. We got Ball State, and then we have who was the other team that we have? I don't remember. 2 winnable games after this to at least get to like half of our season goal. They passed the ball not 10 times. 50 for 173. And that's pretty legit because we only sacked him 1 time. Question, do you genuinely feel challenged by the AI in these modern games? Oh, I do. I can tell you right now, Obi-Ron, I lose on stream way more than I win. You ever tune into Sim football streams? He wins way more than he loses. I am the exact opposite. I hardly ever win on stream. Or off stream for that matter. Sometimes I win off stream, you know, it depends. I won a decent amount last year in my Saints franchise. Yeah, they ran it 50 for $173. The yards per rush is obviously dog water a little bit, but when you break it down to what did we do? 25-36, we were 69%, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We should all be able to play every game with their pros and cons. Yeah, absolutely. What I was going to say about Soft Drink is if there's a game where he likes the gameplay, then it has a poor dynasty or franchise experience. And then if there's a game that has a good dynasty or franchise experience, the gameplay isn't up to snuff kind of type of thing. And he is, you know, referring back to when, for the time, the dynasty and franchise modes were really, really good, and then the gameplay was pretty solid too. And he's frustrated that we're not getting the same level of great. Like, even 2K, you can have great gameplay. The franchise mode, which was great, by the way, has fallen off and become awful. Madden, you go back, let's go back 10 years, start Madden 15. I really liked Madden's gameplay on the Ignite engine. The franchise mode was a complete drop-off from where it had been even a couple years earlier in Madden 12. And then as they moved into Frostbite, you could make an argument the gameplay got worse or it got better, whatever you want. But we know that Fix Madden franchise hashtag came out for a reason, right? So even if the gameplay was going up, the franchise was going down. It wasn't staying with it. Now, it looks like franchise is going to come up. It also looks like gameplay is coming up. But we also know that the gameplay that myself and Sim played in the beta could be changed when we fire up the game next Thursday. Or if the gameplay's on point for how we like it as Sim gamers and the comp community complains, they'll patch it instantly, because that's what happened in college football. No Sim gamers were complaining about interceptions. Yet we got a patch for that within a week. And it impacts us. It impacts us. And nobody was complaining about it from Dynasty. It was all user versus user, and EA said, okay, we're going to fix it. So it's really tough to say. We didn't run the ball very good at all. Wow, 12 for 34. It was tough running, man, but I'm okay with it. Let's look at this dude, Nitro, dude. This is my favorite. Nitro Tuggle. 5 for 68. Had himself a game, the sophomore. Any progress on wear and tear? Yeah, I think we're making good progress. The issue is all about Bake is that you can't judge it based off of one game because the in-game rotations are solid, and they were solid on my old set. It was the how do they hold up as they progress into the season. I want to look at their... Well, that's not right. Oh, yeah, it is. Wait. Why is it showing... So this is... There we go. Now we get the... This dude got hurt. But before he got hurt in the beginning of the third quarter, he was 24 for 126. And he got hurt their first or second drive in the third quarter. And then this dude comes in and was only 13 to 35. This dude killed it, though, their starter. Not knocking anybody else by living the past. I 100% agree with you to the extent of, you know, living in the past and what, you know, isn't going to accomplish anything. But I do think it's important, too, to make note, like, there are still a lot of things that were in old Maddens, and college footballs for that matter, that we don't have now, and nobody understands why. So I can't really speak to Madden because they did up. We got the. I want to see what that Scott Hansen show is all about. I really do, because like we've been hammering about the Tony Bruno show since that thing disappeared, and we've never had anything close to it. And the extra point was the biggest knockoff of what ESPN 2K5 did. It was a horrible, horrible attempt. And that's why nobody was like satisfied with it, because it was like this is not better than the Tony Bruno show. This is not better than the SportsCenter show. So this sucks, and nobody watched it. The way it sounds, they did the Scott Hansen show. It sounds like it's going to be just like the SportsCenter from 2K. We're actually going to see highlights and stuff. So I think we can stop complaining about, oh, there's no more Tony Bruno show, because we're going to have this show of Scott Hansen. I do still miss having like the old news articles and stuff you could read. I tweeted at Scott OG today. I said, and you know why I tweeted this? Sam and Smitty, I know you guys are huge, diehard Steelers, diehard Lions fan. Myself, diehard Packers fan. This is our time of year. We're reading and watching all of our beat writers for our team talk about training camp battles, position battles, everything like that. And it made me, I tweeted Scott OG. Hey, Scott OG, I miss training camp battles in Madden. That's it. That's the tweet. I miss those. And that we don't, the training camp battles now aren't training camp battles. It's like, hey, you have 2 tight ends on your roster. Which one's going to start? And you have to pick, is it going to be the one who has more catches or more touchdowns? But you base it off of preseason, where whoever's starting in the first game plays 1 quarter and the other tight end plays 3 quarters. So that other tight end has a huge advantage. And then the game 2, the starter plays 2 and the tight end plays 2. And then in game 3, this, you know, it's just one of those things like, that's not, it's not the same. It's not the same training camp battles that we had back then, position battles and stuff like that. I miss more of that stuff, and I miss having practices mean something, where you'd go in and you'd practice. For example, I don't remember what Madden it was. Sim might remember. Where it would say, hey, this team runs a lot of cover 3. You need to practice running these plays to attack the cover 3. And you'd go into practice and you'd have 10 attempts to run a play successfully against the cover 3. And if you did, then when you were in your game, it would pop up in your play call screen. It'd say game plan boost, because it was a play that you ran against what their defense did. That made practice matter. That made practice fun. And it was nice when you had your game plan tell you, number 1, game plan boost, but also when you remember when your coach suggestions would tell you when you had a play set up, because of how you'd been how you've been calling plays, you were setting something up. So if you were running some stretch plays and you had been successful with it, and then you went with a play action boot, or after you run an X amount of stretch plays, suddenly if you went to a play action boot, it'd say set up, because you'd done enough to set up that play to be successful. I miss that. The radio show was awesome, but from the sounds of what they did with this Scott Hansen show, I'm never, if it's anything what I think it is, you'll never hear me talk about Tony Bruno again. Jordan, what's going up? Players demanding trades and being disgruntled. Holdouts. I don't know if the holdouts is... I think the NFL got in on that one. I think Sim knows more than I do. Sim, was the holdouts being removed from the game, and stuff like that due to the NFL, or is that just EA could do it, they just haven't yet? Yo! Super Paper Parker, welcome to SGN Nation, man. Thank you so much for joining up. I appreciate you. You're going to find yourself a lovely little members video that you're really going to enjoy right now. I hope so too, Sim. And I mean, I would love to have chemistry in the game, like chemistry for your offensive line, wide receiver, and quarterback, things like that. I think that'd be fantastic. Wow, shout out. We got 101 in here, man. Shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. If you could do me a favor, like the stream, I appreciate you guys. What you just saw is my new gameplay sliders. They are, the videos made, they are released. They are currently in members early access for my YouTube members, and they are scheduled to go live tomorrow at 3. So if you can't wait, consider becoming a sponsor of the channel. I appreciate it. But if you don't mind waiting, just know tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central is when that video goes live. Let's take a look at our schedule here, because I already forgot. I knew we had Ball State Bowling Green. That was the other one. We should be able to win Ball State. Our contract said we need to win 4 games this year. I'm going to go ahead and say win, win, loss, 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 loss. I have no idea. I would say this is a 50-50. I'm going to say Northwestern Minnesota are 50-50. Maryland 50-50 as well. They're all rated about 76. All 3 of these 50-50. Probably a loss. Loss, loss. So really we gotta like take care of our business here. And we need to win 2 of these 4. Because we're not going to beat these 3. Most likely. And I need to get my 4 wins. And we're not winning against Wisconsin and Indiana. We're just not. So, man, 4 wins didn't seem like a crazy task. But then I forget I played in the Big Ten, and there's a lot of decent teams. You know, we're 77 overall, but... I am going to try, based on the feedback. Rainbow Cookie, I feel like EA has good ideas, they're just implemented poorly. Like in Madden last year, why is the head coach asking the players questions in game planning? Aren't you the coach? I agree. I love the idea that they implemented the like scenarios, but it just wasn't really thought out very well. And not only that, some of the scenarios were just completely just busted. Like, I think I mentioned this before. I had a running back come to me with a scenario, and he had already completed one of the challenges he needed, and then at the end of the season he completed the other one, and it told me that he didn't get it. I'm like, he completed both of these. I think Reactive Schemer was the one that was being told was really, really good. Was it, or System Coach was told really good too? Yeah, Eric, I personally feel the same way about Frostbite. I haven't seen the progress in Frostbite that I would have liked to. Going back and playing Madden 15, Madden 16, I think that considering they were only on Ignite for 4 years and they've been on Frostbite for 9 years, I don't feel like the progress on Frostbite is where it would have been had they stayed on Ignite. Just me personally. testing reactive now. You know me, Big Papa. I let you me are on the same wavelength. I'm gonna see what reactive schemer looks like. This one does intrigue me as well. I want to track my players' wear and tear a little bit. Where do I go to do that here? View roster. Because this is something monitoring, is the wear and tear. Well, let's look at our quarterback. We took a couple sacks, didn't we? Steve Lamb said he wanted 200 rushing yards or he would request a trade. Gotta love it. Yeah. And like you said, some of the scenarios were just off the wall, out of the blue. I love where their head's at with it. It just needs to be implemented correctly. And unfortunately, that's just been one of the things that has kind of become what EA is known for, is really cool concepts and ideas not implemented correctly or poor execution. And then it's gone. Like, what happened to next gen stats? Like, that was supposed to be driving everything. How do I feel about gameplay in FIFA? I have never played FIFA, but I can tell you this. Smitty tells me that the gameplay and the movement in that game is out of this world, but they don't bring that same stuff into Madden for some reason. Okay, so I just got sacked quite a bit. We did advance a week. I got hit pretty good. You can see my season health is pretty solid. My career health is slight. Risk of injury is low. I have no wear and tear impact. And how many times did we get sacked last game? Only one sack, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what our running back's looking like. This is how we monitor this a little bit. Wear and tear impact is low. His career is even lower than my quarterback's. Interesting. We'll go to stats. He had 12 carries. I guess we had a decent split between him and the other guy. I wish... Timeout. Can we... I know FC's on Frostbite, but I've heard Smitty say that what that game does is like 100 times better than what they have in Madden. Like they're not even close to the same, even though they run the same engine. That's just what I've heard, Sim, from Smitty. He says what they have on FIFA, now FC, if they brought that into Madden, like, people's heads would explode from shock. I lost Hollywood. I lost by 3. I had a chance to tie the game, to drive down and tie the game, and on 4th down, I threw it to my tight end. He got hit and dropped the ball. But we made it a competitive game. By the way, I wish our player screens looked like this in Madden when we were looking through our stuff. Rainbow, so this was a question I asked Scott when he was on Sim and Smitty and Azure on the Sim Standards podcast. I asked about Frostbite, and he said they're going to be on that for a while. So that's the point. Frostbite isn't the problem. Well, what would be the problem then? He's low too. I think he had 6 carries. Yeah, 6 for 42, 2 broken tackles. I love the player screens right here. They need to do this in Madden. It looks so much better. He had 5 catches. This dude balled out for us. There's just so much to like about this game. I love the way they present the game to us, like the overlays, like the navigation and stuff. I like this so much more than Madden. You've talked to the developers on Frostbite and asked that exact question. They answer. What do we gotta do here? Oh, we don't have anything. We're good there. So wear and tear, at least so far. Yeah, Sim. I'm hoping though, now that we got the information that the NFL was pushing for. What's crazy is now we know that they went balls out, or all out, I should say, balls to the wall, all out on Madden 26, because EA didn't want to renew the exclusive license, and the NFL did. And so EA was going balls to the wall to like say, hey, we're gonna let another developing team come in here and compete against us. We're gonna get ourselves some separation on it. Now that we know the NFL pushed and wants it to be exclusive, is EA gonna fall back into what we saw from when Ian Cummings left after Madden 11? We had Madden 12 that kind of kept all our franchise stuff there, and then someone's bright idea for connected franchise, we lost everything, and then every little year we continue to lose more and more, and then they finally, like, are they going to go back down that route, or are they still going to feel the need to push it like they did this year? It remains to be seen. Chris, thank you for the kind words, man. I really appreciate you guys. Lawrence Graham, appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like them. I had a good time on stream. Like the first time we played against Liberty and they ran it 23 times to one pass and a half, that was not fun. Second game, the second time, was a lot more fun. And I appreciate all of you guys tuning into the stream. I really do, man. Yo, Peyton Haskins, welcome to SGN Nation, man. Thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. Appreciate you. And I'm gonna edit up the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar finally caught a live stream. I love it. The Beast World, the sliders are in members only. Right now they go public tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central. I'm gonna I should be able to live stream tomorrow as well. Stream another game of this, kind of show off the sliders. We're gonna play around with some adaptive AIs because I really want to try out that reactive schemer. I really do. And I know a lot of people are curious about like, oh, what's a fun adaptive AI? Well, I did enjoy Mad Scientist right there. I do want to try reactive schemer for sure. There's 9 different ones, so I definitely want to try them. They run the ball like crazy. Yeah, the problem, like, so Lawrence, the second time when we changed to Mad Scientist, again, it could have been placebo, whatever. They did throw the ball a lot more in relation to before, but they were on 2nd and 10 running the ball, and then we'd stop it because we had no reason to think they were passing it. They'd run it on 3rd and 11, you know, things like that. So you are having an amazing game. All right, Big Pup, I have it loaded in. So I have the yeah, shout out to 305. I'm excited to try it. I already loaded it up. I'm going to edit the precipitation sliders for you guys. If you guys weren't here, I will rehash the precipitation sliders for you. It's not going to be this is what you set for your precipitation sliders. Like, you set pass accuracy at 60 and passing strength at 65, and no, your precipitation sliders are going to be set based on sliders that you already have entered for CPU accuracy, CPU tackling, CPU catching, speed threshold, everything like that. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that. So it's built around folks who could be using Matt 10L's slider set, or one of the many various slider sets on Operation Sports, or Hollywood has his slider set out there. It's going to be based on like, hey, doesn't matter whose sliders you're using, this is how you set the precipitation sliders based on the sliders. Jugabrew, the quarterback finished 9 for 10. He only attempted 10 passes. They were all like RPOs. He took one deep shot and we picked him off. So context is key. Like, yeah, it was 90%, but the throws he was attempting, you'd expect him to be, you know? I will say we sacked him one time on 10 attempts. So if you translate that through to like 30 attempts, we'd have 3 sacks. So that felt good. I think sacks have been much improved overall with the set, and I do include in the new sliders the video what to change if you are still getting too many sacks. So hopefully what we have in that video will be we'll have enough in there to like carry people through and say, hey, you know, I need to do this to make the running game better, or I need the running game to be worse, or I need the passing game to be easier, I need the pass blocking to be worse, I want more sacks, or I am getting too many sacks. Like, I literally show in the sliders what to do to make those adjustments specifically, because there's no one size slider set for everybody. So, but I'm excited to bring you guys, you know what, hey, we got 100 people in here. We'll go through, we'll do a little early access on the precipitation sliders. How's that? Because I'm not going to run another game, it's 10 o'clock, but I will go through and I'll give you guys a little early sneak peek on the precipitation sliders. So, this is going to be based off of whoever's sliders you guys are using. Even if you're not using mine, it's okay. This is going to be based off of whoever's. Bro, what? I went back and situational strategists had only running? I don't understand this game. That's what I started on, Powers, and they just would not pass it. It was crazy. Okay. So precipitation sliders. Your movement needs to match up with your speed threshold. Whatever speed threshold you're using, match up your precipitation movement. I test that one a ton. Like, I literally got a rain game. This was before they patched it, and it was every other game was a rain game. I went into it and I was like, I am using this to my advantage. This is where I'm building precipitation sliders. And I focused on movement. And I tried it with a bunch of different stuff. And it is very clear your precipitation movement needs to line up with your speed threshold. So if you're using 53, which I see is very common, make it be 53. Whatever your threshold is, match it. Your kicking strength scale needs to be -10 with whatever you have your field goal power at. Now, most people don't adjust field goal power down. They leave it at 50 or they increase it. I'm at 50 here, which is why I have the impact at 40. If you were to increase this to 55, then this would just be 45, right? If you were to lower your field goal power to 40, then your impact would be 30. Does that make sense? Field goal accuracy. This needs to be 10 more than whatever you have it set up here. So I have field goal accuracy boosted to 55 because I suck at kicking field goals, and the CPU misses a couple chip shots that they shouldn't. So I'm already giving them a boost up here. So whatever you have your field goal accuracy set to, give it a +10 down here. Increase that impact, because you're buffing it up above in normal weather. Need to increase the weather effects to offset the buff that you're giving it to, right? So just do a +10 on the accuracy. Broken tackle. This one it's -50 from whatever you have CPU tackle set at. So I have CPU tackling set to 50. So if you are at 40, 30, whatever on CPU tackling, you're going to be 0. But if you bump the CPU tackling up to 65, 70, then you would put your tackling impact down here to 20. If you're on 70 for CPU tackle, you'd put the broken tackle scale at 20. It's just a -50 for whatever you have it set for the CPU. Precipitation pass strength scale is the only one that you can't connect to a slider, and I have this locked in at 40. The precipitation effects work really, really well. I think the impact on passing throw power was a little too strong, which is why it's just nerfed down to 40. So I do recommend 40 on that one. Accuracy, again, this is going to be a +10 to whatever you have the CPU accuracy set at. So if you have CPU accuracy, a common one is 25 this year. I even used it for a while too. Then you would set that down to 35, right? Because if you already have the CPU accuracy nerfed here, you don't need to go crazy with the accuracy nerf down here. You've already got it nerfed. So just a +10, whatever you have the CPU pass accuracy at. Catch is a +20 over whatever you have CPU catch at. So if you have CPU catching at 25, I was playing around with that for a while, right? 25, 30, you just correlate it. So right now I have CPU catching at 50, which is why I have the catch chance at 70. Really simple, basic formula. I break it all down for you guys in the video, but that is how I am setting up my precipitation sliders, and it works out really well because I don't recommend special team sliders. I tell you guys in the slider video, do whatever you want to for special teams. And so how could someone recommend, hey, you need to have your kicking accuracy be this? What if, for all I know, someone could have their field goal accuracy down to like 25, 35 because they're so good at kicking, right? It doesn't make sense, doesn't hold up. So that's why I built it around a scale of whatever you guys have. I have auto progress players on Jugabrew because I like the sandbox experience. I don't want to manually control my players. I like seeing how they just control in a sandbox environment. It feels more like feels more RPG style, right? I don't like manually progressing play. I don't like it in Madden either. I don't like XP based progression, period. So the reason I have auto on is because it kind of disconnects me from XP based progression, and the players just naturally progress because I have it as a sandbox progression option. Any questions on that? This is a video that's going to go live tomorrow. But since you guys are here, appreciate you guys all. Drop a little early on that for you guys. Otherwise, we are going to wrap up the stream. I appreciate you guys for coming through and hanging out with me. Like I said, these sliders and everything you're going to want to set up are in the video that I made. It is in members early access, and it is scheduled to go live tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time. So if you can't wait, we'd love to have you be a sponsor of the channel. But if you're okay with waiting, you only gotta wait till tomorrow at 3 o'clock. XP Sliders, that video is out, bro. I've seen nothing but, I haven't seen any reason to have auto progression turned off. Everything I've seen is leave it on because of various issues, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said. So I have it on. I mean, if you guys want to play with it off, that's up to you, but I'm leaving it on. So anyway, guys, that is a stream. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with me. Had a great time, and we're gonna catch a win against Ball State. I am very confident in that. So until next time, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.